On Tuesday, 6th August, the central government addressed Parliament on the number of cases under the UAPA. The statistics revealed a disparity between the number of cases registered and those that had resulted in convictions over the past decade. The number of acquittals in UAPA cases was found to be nearly double the number of convictions. So what exactly is the UAPA Act? The Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, that is UAPA, originally enacted in 1967 and amended several times, is primarily aimed at combating terrorism and activities that threaten the sovereignty and integrity of India. The UAPA defines unlawful activity as any action, whether by an individual or association, intended to disrupt India's sovereignty, integrity, or security, or to cause disaffection against India. Speech that questions, disrupts, or threatens the sovereignty and integrity of India can be considered unlawful. Any expression that causes or intends to cause disaffection against India, such as statements perceived as promoting secessionist movement or inciting hatred against the government, can be labeled as unlawful. Under Section 10, if a person is found to be a member of an association declared unlawful under the Act, they can face imprisonment. This can include participating in meetings, promoting or disseminating the association's ideas, even if these are expressed through speech or writing. Under Section 18, any person who conspires or attempts to commit or advocates, abets, advises or incites, indirectly or directly, the commission of a terrorist act can be prosecuted. This can cover speeches or writings perceived to encourage terrorism. Then, how is this UAPA Act being used? For a better understanding, let's take Sharjil Imam's case. Sharjil Imam, IIT graduate turned PhD scholar at Jawaharlal University, JNU. Imam was arrested in 2020 after police in 5 different states filed FIR against him in connection with the speeches he made during the protest against CAA and NRC. Among other charges, he was charged under sedition and subsequently under the UAPA and also named as an accused in the Delhi riots larger conspiracy case. According to Amnesty International, Umar Khalid, Kashmiri journalist, activist and many other Muslim personalities are behind the bars under UAPA. UAPA is being used as a tool to suppress dissent, especially to demonize Muslims and Kashmiris as terrorists, as per the rights bodies. Human Rights Watch has said that the counter-terrorism funding provision of the UAPA Act have been misused against several student activists who organized protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act. The Indian authorities are increasingly bringing politically motivated cases, including under severe sedition and terrorism laws, against critics of the government as per HRW. A recent PUCL study found that 8,371 persons were arrested under the UAPA Act between 2015 and 2020, while only 235 were convicted in the same period. Meaning the conviction rate was less than 3% in arrests made under the UAPA, the anti-terror law. This means around 97.2% of those accused in UAPA cases are often jailed for long periods and eventually acquitted. Out of the 4,890 people who were detained under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act between 2019 and 2021, only 176 have been found guilty, according to information provided by the Ministry of Home Affairs in response to a question in the Lok Sabha. Data revealed by the Union Home Minister in the Rajya Sabha showed that 97.5% of the people arrested under UAPA between 2016 and 2020 have been imprisoned for multiple years while waiting for trial. According to the Home Ministry, just 212 of the 24,134 people were convicted, while 386 people who were accused under the UAPA have been acquitted. The UAPA law has acquired more teeth through recent amendments made in 2008 and 2012 by Congress government and subsequently by the Narendra Modi government. The provision of the law make it virtually impossible for those booked under the UAPA to secure bail. The law says that an accused cannot be released on bail if the court is of the opinion that the accusation against the person is seemingly true. Consequently, most of those booked under the law end up languishing in jails as under trials for an inordinately long time. There have been allegations against successive governments, including the incumbent Modi government, of misusing the law as a political tool to silence critics. In 2019, amendment to the UAPA made by the present NDA government allowed individuals, not just organizations, to be designated as terrorists. Amnesty International recommends that the UAPA, PMLA, and FCRA should be repealed or significantly amended to bring them in line with international human rights standards.